This is Motoring Today, the Philippines' premier and longest-running weekly motor news and features TV and online magazine. I'm Ray Louie Gamboa.
And I'm Tin Gamboa. Here are this week's features to watch out for.
On Motoring Forum, we shall discuss Villar's plan on expanding to rail transport. This week's Payong Chuper shall be about the importance of following the rule on the yellow box. Showcase this week shall have the subcompact sedan from Honda, the new City RS CVT with Honda Sensing. While for race weekend, we shall have the highlights of the 2023 Aisin Super Sprint Round 4.
All these plus the latest news in transportation and traffic management, as well as developments in the automotive industry, are on this week's episode of Motoring Today. Join us.
Life should be filled with stories to be liked and loved. Elevate your drive with the new Honda City. Take value and performance to the next level so you can view more places and check into new experiences. With Honda Sensing, you can do all these with peace of mind with its modern design and advanced features. The new Honda City is for those who are ready to step up their game. The new Honda City. Elevate your drive.
Welcome back to Motoring Today. And here now are the latest news and developments in the country's transportation and traffic management. Commuters won't have to worry about having to pay more during rush hour. Land Transportation Franchising and Regulatory Board Chairman Teofilo Guadis III have rejected the proposal of transportation groups for a 1 peso surge fee during rush hours. News reports quoted the LTFRB chief as saying that he considers a 1 peso surge fee too high for the ordinary commuter. Transport groups had earlier asked the LTFRB to approve a 1 peso rush hour surcharge from 5 to 8 a.m. and 5 to 8 p.m., following recent increases in the cost of diesel fuel. Guadis also pointed out that a new petition for a 2 peso increase in fares for various modes of PUVs has been filed by transport groups, which should void the surge fee proposal. At the same time, he reiterated that the LTFRB is just waiting for the Department of Budget and Management to release at least 2.9 billion pesos in fuel subsidies meant for public utility vehicle operators and drivers. Government has spent millions, if not billions, in fuel subsidies that transport groups believe are mere palliatives. Commuters are thankful that fares are increased while failing to see the subsidies come from taxes they contribute to the national treasury. Meanwhile, private vehicle motorists have begun paying a higher toll for using the Cavitex. Public utility vehicles are still being charged the old rates at least up to 3 months. Starting August 21, the Manila-Cavite Expressway, or Cavitex, has started to charge the new toll rates approved by the Toll Regulatory Board. Motorists traveling on the Cavitex from MIAA exit to Longos Bacoor and vice versa would be charged 35 pesos for Class 1 vehicles, 70 pesos for Class 2, and 104 for Class 3. Motorists on the Cavitex from Longos Bacoor to Kawit and vice versa will be charged 73 pesos for Class 1 vehicles, 146 pesos for Class 2, and 219 pesos for Class 3. However, public utility vehicles, including jeepneys, UV Express, and buses, won't be affected by the new toll increases at least for 3 months. but they have to already be enrolled in the Abante Card program that had been earlier implemented to help out PUV operators and drivers during the pandemic and now reactivated. In a press statement, Metro Pacific Tollways Corporation President and CEO Rogelio Singson said the reactivated Abante Card will provide PUV drivers the opportunity to adjust and enjoy the old toll rates for a period of about 3 months. Cavitex Infrastructure Corporation is a concessionaire of the MPTC, a leading tollway and mobility service provider in the country. It is good to know that tollway operators also understand the plight of their clientele and how toll hikes affect them. Helping PUVs out, even for just 3 months, in a way also help out the commuters. Continuing, motorcycle taxis have become a popular mode of public transportation but still need a law to make them legit. The report presented to Congress by the Technical Working Group studying the necessity to legalize motorcycle taxis as public utility vehicles should help. One Rider Party List Representative Roch Gutierrez sees the report on motorcycle taxis presented by the Technical Working Group to the House of Representatives Committee on Transportation, helping fast-track passage of the bill, legitimizing their operations. According to a PNA News report, Representative Gutierrez said the DOTR-led study showed that the motorcycle taxi is a safe, efficient, and affordable mode of public transport and getting more popular among commuters. Gutierrez said that this should be a sign that the motorcycle taxi bill should be enacted into law as soon as possible. He pointed out that the study also showed that motorcycle taxis have a 99.99% safety rating. The passage of the law would see motor taxi providers benefiting from government support in the form of fare setting, insurance and company liability when accidents happen, tax exemption, and other benefits from Social Security System, PhilHealth, and Pag-ibig Home Development Mutual Fund. The bill requires two-wheeled motor vehicles to be registered as motorcycle taxis with a Land Transportation Office in order to operate as commercial vehicles for transporting passengers and goods. Motorcycle taxis have been operating on a provisional basis as part of a pilot study to determine whether they can be a safe and feasible alternative mode of public transport for more than a year now. Perhaps it is high time for Congress to finally make their operations legal. And finally, two of the country's biggest tollway operators, SMC and MPTC, made official earlier reports of plans to work together on new tollway projects. Metro Pacific Tollways Corporation and San Miguel Corporation have signed a memorandum of agreement to design, build, and operate the 87.96-kilometer Cavite-Batangas Expressway, or CBX, and the Nasugbu-Bawan Expressway, or NBEX. Under the agreement, MPTC and SMC will jointly undertake the construction, operation, and maintenance of the 88-kilometer-long toll road projects that will connect MPTC's Calax or the Cavite-Laguna Expressway to Bawan, Batangas. This will encompass two vital expressways. One is the 27.06-kilometer CBEX that will link the Silang Aguinaldo interchange of the Calax to Nasugbu in Batangas. The other is the 60.90-kilometer NBEX that will start from the Sugbu and end in Bawan. The two projects will provide a seamless expressway from Silang to Bawan, passing through Amadeo, Tagaytay, Indang, Mendez, and Alfonso in Cavite and Nasugbu in Batangas. Both the CBEX and the NBEX are expected to be completed and open to motorists in 2027. SMC President and CEO Ramon S. Ang said the historic collaboration with the MPTC comes from a shared commitment to nation building and to delivering world-class road networks that will serve as arteries of progress, growth, and development for our country and the Filipino people. MPTC Chairman Manuel V. Pangilinan said that the CBEX and the NBEX can help pave the way for connectivity and the economic growth in the Calabarzon region. When titans of industry agree to work together for the common good, we can only expect that this will redound to the benefit of the public, and in the case, motorists and commuters as well as traders. And those are the latest news and developments in transportation and traffic management. Coming up next is Motoring Forum, brought to you by Suzuki Philippines. Former Senator Manny Villar is making moves that signal an ambition to expand into tollways and rail transport. Motoring Forum takes a look at this development. A week after formally taking over the Muntinlupa-Cavite Expressway from the Ayala Group, former Senator Manny Villar aired plans to stake a claim in the railway sector. The takeover comes a year after Ayala Corp signed an agreement to sell its stake in the MCX to the Villar Group. It took 1 year before the Department of Public Works and Highways approved the transfer of MCX ownership of Ayala to the Villar-led company Prime Asset Ventures Incorporated. According to a report on CNN Philippines, the Villar Group is also eyeing taking over the LRT-1, which is now being operated and managed by the Ayala Pangilinan Consortium. The report said that during conversations with members of the media, Villar revealed that discussions have begun about the possibility of his group becoming a partner in LRT-1. Villar indicated that the Ayala Pangilinan Consortium may no longer be as interested in fully completing the LRT-1 extension to Bacoor in Cavite. The extension may end at Sucat. The proposal for a partnership came from the LRT-1 consortium, Villar told reporters. The former senator said he was interested in becoming a partner and pushes the extension with 7 more stations stretching from Zapote in Las Piñas to Governor's Drive in Cavite. He added that the possibility of even extending the light rail transit system to Silang and closer to Tagaytay. Villar maintained that his group can facilitate the right-of-way needs for extending the LRT-1 deeper into Cavite because it owns most of the land the rail system would pass. According to the CNN report, Light Rail Manila Corporation, a joint venture of Metro Pacific Investments Corporation of Manny Pangilinan and AC Infrastructure Holdings of Ayala, did not respond to requests to confirm Villar's statements. While Villar told reporters a proposal is already with the Department of Transportation, Undersecretary Cesar Chavez said he was not aware of any proposal from the Villar Group to take over the Cavite segment of the LRT-1 Cavite extension. It seems that negotiations or discussions on Villar becoming a partner in the LRT-1 Cavite extension project are in the earliest stages. But Villar extending the rail transit system to Cavite, where he has a lot of real estate development projects, is a logical move for his group. That's our Motoring Forum this week, courtesy of Suzuki Philippines.
At the core of Toyota Gazoo racing lies motorsports DNA. Combine that with the Philippines' best-selling sedan, you get the Vios GRS. Its black accent details and aero kit upgrade capture the feel and excitement on the track, and the 10-speed CVT that exudes the TGR competitive spirit. On the road or on the track, always be ready for a heart-racing, exhilarating ride. The Vios GRS. Bring on the thrill.
You're back with us here on Motoring Today, and we now have this week's important motoring tips. Starting off with some road safety reminders from Toyota Motor Philippines. If you're on the main road at kung nasa stopline ka na, bigyang daan ang mga sasakyang galing sa lane na walang stopline. As seen on the animation, the blue car has the right of way. Keep this in mind to avoid meeting accidents on the road. Continuing with this week's edition of Motoring Today, let's now focus on proper driver's demeanor, especially for those driving PUVs. Here's Spying Chuper this week.
Payong tsuper lang, kaibigan. Ako si Alan, isang kapwa nyo tsuper. Ito'y isang paalala na huwag huminto sa loob ng yellow box.
Ang mga yellow box na matatagpuan sa intersections ay dapat palaging bakante kahit pa naka-green ang traffic light. Kapag nakahinto ang kabilang bandang intersection, mas mabuting maghintay ng tamang pagkakataon bago lumampas sa yellow box.
Tandaan, sumunod sa yellow box rule upang maging maayos ang ating takbo sa kalsada. Ito po si Jose Alan Mendoza, payong tsuper lang kaibigan, mula sa isang kapwa nyo tsuper.
Welcome back to Motoring Today. World of Motorsports is next.
In motorsports news, Paui Base of PMMS Rent Sport Racing Team continued his winning streak, setting the fastest overall time, a 60.10 second run in Leg 6 of the 2023 Race Motorsports Club National Slalom Series held at Robinson Star Mills, Pampanga. Base just edged Rod Chang's time of 60.96, which was good for second overall. Coming in third was Austin Sarmiento with 63.80. Rounding out the top 6 overall were Martina Sofia Munoz with 63.82 in fourth, July Dionton with 65.76 in fifth, and Paolo Macaraeg with 73.08. The top 3 in the front wheel category were Paui Base in first, Rod Chang in second, and Martina Sofia Munoz third. Austin Sarmiento was the quickest novice in the leg while also ruling the rear wheel production category. Second quickest in the novice class was Sofia Munoz with July Dionson in third.
More in the world of motorsports here on Motoring Today, as we now give you Race Weekend. Race Weekend takes us back to Parklink C5 Pasig, now a favorite venue for grassroots racing, for round 4 of the 2023 ISIN Super Sprint.
The track right now is hot and dusty, so it is a challenge for us racers. We can still manage to go through the course even though it's dusty. At first, it was intimidating. Syempre kasi bago lang tayo doon, but through time and practice, we get better. So my plan was to follow the series of Super Sprint, and my expectation is not that big, but if we land the podium, it's already a great bonus.
Like everybody, siguro back in the days, I used to start with drag racing, mga street races. And then I used to race circuit showdown, course. And then eventually, while growing up, he's exposed to cars also. Pero I didn't want him to do the thing na we did before, like illegal drag race on the streets. So I prefer for him to do it sa proper venue. So I started him off with karting. So I enrolled him with Petron Karting Academy, and then he started racing. But now he feels that he's he wants to try cars na.
Very exciting, very new. I've experienced something I only see in video games or sa mga F1 races. So to try it was very nice and very fun.
Well, in racing, number 1, first things first, safety. Safety and then exposure. Para at least getting exposed to it, they know and understand that it's not just, it's not the one that you do on the streets. Rather, support na lang. If they're really interested and really into racing, then support them and then introduce them to the proper discipline and the proper venues. So we don't have any accidents or yung mga hindi magagandang pangyayari when you're like racing on the streets.
It is great to join series like this, like Super Sprint, because you get to learn how to control your car in controlled conditions. You could also apply that, what you've learned in day-to-day driving for safety also.
Well, first and foremost, I'd like to thank my wife for allowing us to go here on a Sunday. So instead of us going to the mall, we're here right now. So pinayagan niya kami. So that's all. And then of course, God for always keeping us safe, for always driving in our driving, para we're always guided. Robert, and then the club, Grupo Toyota, Super Sprint, the people behind this activity.
It seems the crowds of spectators and participants lining up to set their best runs on the fixed race course are getting bigger with each round. Race Weekend can't wait to catch the action in more grassroots racing like the Aisin Super Sprint. And that's this week's World of Motorsports. We'll be back after this short break.
Isuzu D-Max.
I'm a revolution.
Into new heights.
Our Car of the Week is next on Showcase, courtesy of Prudential Guarantee. Honda Cars Philippines has significantly raised the bar in the local subcompact sedan segment by equipping all variants of the new City with Honda Sensing. Let's check out the top-of-the-line variant of the Honda City RS CVT and see what it also offers aside from Honda Sensing.
When Honda first rolled out the City, it was billed as the affordable Honda and was an immediate hit in the local market, maybe for that reason. The City is no longer the most affordable Honda locally. That distinction now belongs to the Brio. Honda has taken to using Elevate as the catchword to describe the latest refresh of the current generation of the City. Elevated design, style, sustainability, driving confidence, space, and innovation, as well as value. But sleek, sporty, and elegant can also describe the refreshed City that looks longer, wider, and lower than its dimension. 4,580mm long, or 4,589mm for this RS variant, 1,748mm wide, 1,467mm at its highest point, and 134mm off the ground. The 2,600mm long wheelbase pushes the wheels to the corners of the City, adding to the sporty character of the City and perhaps to its performance on the road. The top-of-line variant is the Honda City RS CVT with RS for road sailing design touches to set it apart from its sibs. These RS touches include the high-gloss black grille with the RS emblem matching the high-gloss black door mirror with integrated side turn signal lights, trunk spoiler, and shark fin antenna. Other distinguishing City RS features include full LED headlights, LED fog lamp with sport garnish, sport front and rear bumpers, side sill garnish, and 16-inch black cut alloy wheels wrapped by 185/55 R16 87H tires. Other features the RS variant shares either with just the 1.5V CVT or the rest of the City lineup include headlight auto on-off function with timer, LED guide type daytime running lights, LED taillights and high mount stop lamp, power folding and adjustable side mirrors, and single exhaust pipe. Honda touts that it elevated the cabin and creature comfort features of the refreshed City. Does Honda accomplish this in the City RS? A smart keyless entry system makes it quite convenient to get into the cabin of the refreshed City RS. A black and red color scheme distinguishes the RS from its sibs. Red is used for the RS stitches on trims and the front panel garnish. Only the RS gets leather treatment for the seats and the front center console box with armrest. The 3-spoke steering wheel, also wrapped in leather, tilts and telescopes, and comes with multiple buttons and controls for such things as the audio and hands-free telephone with voice recognition, multi-information display, adaptive cruise control, lane keeping assist controls. Other interior features exclusive to the RS include a 4.2-inch full-color TFT meter with red ambient light and the instrument cluster, rear seat armrest with cup holder, and sport pedals. Standard in the City are day and night rear view mirrors, power windows, one-push start system, map, dome, and trunk lights, coin and card holders, windshield defoggers. The 1.5 RS as well as the 1.5V comes with automatic air conditioning with rotary knobs and digital display and illumination and rear vents. The RS City also gets 2 USB charging ports, front and rear accessory sockets. The RS City audio system features an 8-inch touchscreen and comes with wireless Apple CarPlay and Android Auto, WebLink, Bluetooth, USB port, 4 speakers, and tweeters. Underneath the hood of the refreshed City is a 1498cc inline 4-cylinder DOHC engine that generates 121 PS and 145 Nm of torque. All that power and torque is sent to the front wheels via a continuously variable transmission. It's a rev-happy and responsive engine that makes the City fun to drive, especially the RS, which has paddle shifters to give drivers some control over gear shifts. But it's also a fuel-efficient powertrain capable of making the City go 22.2 kilometers based on UNR 101 test results. Even a short spin of the Honda City RS CVT shows that it offers the best of both worlds, a comfortable leisurely ride and stable responsive handling at higher speeds. For those who want to know, the City suspension uses a combination of front McPherson struts and torsion beams in the rear. The brakes feature a front ventilated disc and rear drums combo. Honda elevated the bar for safety in subcompact sedans with the City. Standard and all variants are speed-sensing door locks, front and side airbags, 3-point ELR seatbelts for 5, seatbelt reminders for driver and front seat passenger, child safety lock, ISOFIX child seat anchor, emergency stop signal, security alarm and immobilizer, and rear seat reminder, something that prompts the driver to check the rear seat for passengers or other stuff before leaving the car. Also standard are anti-lock brake system, electronic brake force distribution, vehicle stability assist, hill start assist, and agile handling assist. Add to the RS walk-away auto door locks, curtain airbags, and reverse camera. Still, what really elevates the refreshed City is Honda Sensing. All variants of the RS down to the entry-level 1.5 eCVT now have Honda Sensing. It's still not the full suite of functions, but all the City variants now have adaptive cruise control, collision mitigation braking system, lane keeping assist, road departure mitigation, lane departure warning, auto high beam, and lead car departure notification. Honda says that also helping elevate the ownership experience of the City is that owners only need to make twice a year periodic maintenance visits.
Honda lists the City 1.5 RS CVT Honda Sensing at 1.128 million pesos. That should make the City RS all the more value for money. That's our featured vehicle in this week's showcase, courtesy of Prudential Guarantee.
At the core of Toyota Gazoo racing lies motorsports DNA. Combine that with the Philippines' best-selling sedan, you get the Vios GRS. Its black accent details and aero kit upgrade capture the feel and excitement on the track, and the 10-speed CVT that exudes the TGR competitive spirit. On the road or on the track, always be ready for a heart-racing, exhilarating ride. The Vios GRS. Bring on the thrill.
Welcome back to Motoring Today. The auto industry takes center stage.
Honda Cars Philippines invited members of media to experience the upgraded features and advanced tech of the recently launched new Honda City and the new Honda Brio on a drive up to the Batangas racing circuit.
This event is to test the capability of the two models, the actual situation of the Philippine road. So we conducted the guided test drive from the Bonifacio Global City to the Batangas racing circuit in Batangas. And during the drive, objective is to showcase the latest upgrade of these models, especially for the Honda Sensing, which is the suite of the safety features for the new Honda City. Upon arrival of the Batangas racing circuit, we also conducted some activities to highlight the traction and the safety features of those two models.
Renowned race car driver George Ramirez organized several activities at the Batangas racing circuit, highlighting the ride and handling character, as well as fuel economy of the city and the Brio through a team contest that both took into account lap time and fuel economy.
Basically, 50% of your score came from your speed around the track, your times. And the other 50% came from your kilometers per liter in the same lap, right? So it was a, should I go fast? Should I make more tipid? That was the play between the two.
Other fun activities also meant to show how the driver assist and safety tech in both vehicles worked like the Moose test.
Simultaneously with that, we had the Moose test, where again you're riding with the instructor. And another really good safety feature of the car is how you're still using your electronic brake distribution. It gives you stability control, and that when the car has to suddenly swerve and you didn't have time to step on your brakes, right? So it's like an emergency situation. You can still feel the car and hear the car braking to help keep it stable.
Honda is counting on the participants of the new Honda City and new Honda Brio media test drive to spread the word about how the upgrades work and enhance the ownership experience of the brand's offerings. Honda invites everyone to find out for themselves what the new City and Brio offers.
I would like to invite all our televiewers there to please visit our website at hondabuild.com. And if you have time, you could go to our dealership, 37 dealership nationwide, to inquire more about this Honda City and the new Brio.
The Haval Jolion HEV received the highest 5-star rating from the Australasian New Car Assessment Program, Australia's and New Zealand's independent voice on vehicle safety. GWM Philippines said this was achieved following a battery of tests to confirm safety performance and high-voltage battery integrity for the hybrid electric vehicle. According to Tonette Lee, Marketing and Sales Director for GWM Philippines, to achieve a 5-star ANCAP rating, production vehicles must perform at a high level across the 4 key safety categories and are required to meet minimum score thresholds for each star rating level. She added that ANCAP's 5-star safety rating for the Jolion HEV highlights its excellent safety qualities, which extend to every model in the Haval lineup for the Philippines. With the Haval Jolion HEV, Philippine customers get the full benefit of an innovative full hybrid crossover at an affordable price and with 5-star safety. Honda Cars Philippines has announced that the all-new CR-V will be arriving in September with a hybrid variant. The all-new Honda CR-V eHEV full hybrid variant will also feature Honda Connect and an upgraded Honda Sensing. Aside from the flagship 2.0 RS eHEV eCVT, 2 other variants will be made available, the 1.5V Turbo CVT and the 1.5 VX Turbo CVT AWD, all coming with Honda Sensing. This early, the all-new CR-V can be reserved at all its 37 dealerships nationwide.
And that's the week that was in motoring. Thank you for joining us. Also, don't forget to check us out on social media.
Until next week here on Motoring Today, now in its 37th year of continuing service to the general motoring public with a lifelong commitment to promote road safety. On behalf of our dad, Butch Gamboa, I'm Ray Louie Gamboa.
And I'm Tin Gamboa. Happy motoring!